good, Kai.
Is it on?
Yep.
At this time, I would like to introduce the CHS band.
Start that again, Kai.
Say it again.
Yeah. All right. Now they're going to play their song.
Senior band members. Senior band members, please go.
Do I put this back again? Let's start by expressing our appreciation for the CHS band and Bella Voce for that musical introduction. Good afternoon, students, staff, and parents. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you to the Coldwater High School Convocation Ceremony for 2025. Convocation is a part of the final chapter in our school life to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2025. To the future classes, we hope you are inspired to do great things with your time at CHS. This is your time to grow, to challenge yourself, and to discover what truly inspires you. To our staff, thank you for your passion, your dedication, and your relentless belief in the potential of every student. You are the heart of the school, and it is your daily work that builds the foundation for meaningful learning and lasting impact. To our parents and families, thank you for being our partners. Your support and involvement mean everything. We know that when schools and families work together, students thrive. We have had two very special dedicated class advisors helping us on our journey over the past 4 years, Mrs. Foley and Mrs. Moore. Mrs. Foley has sacrificed countless hours of her time to make our journey special. She has always been a goofball with everyone in our class and wasn't afraid to crack a joke to make anybody smile. Mrs. Moore took this role for me. She has made the past 3 years the best, most organized years of our high school career. She was a great influence for everyone in our class. I just wanted to thank you again for being the best advisor and the best sister I could ask for.
All right, on behalf of Mrs. Rachel Foley and myself, Mrs. Kaylin Moore, we would just like to take a second to thank our class officers for all of the hard work that they put into planning homecoming and prom and snowball and the event that you sit before with us today. Our class officers for the past 2 years, we've been lucky to have a great group of girls to work with. Our president, Kaya Richmond, please stand. Our vice president, Dakota Allen. Excuse me, I misspoke. My vice president, Harper Cummings. My secretary, Dakota Allen. Our treasurer, Eliana Foley. And our class council representative, Zakiah Watson. We'd also like to thank all of the class officers who served in the past. We could not have done it without you. And to the class of 2025, Mrs. Foley and I are so proud of you. A little piece of us are going to be leaving these halls today, and we couldn't be more excited to see what you guys are going to do with your futures. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Brian Stevens to recognize our National Honor Society and our Youth in Government.
Hello everyone. I'd like to, first of all, congratulate the class of 2025. You made it. Good job. We're very proud of you. National Honor Society. I'd like to emphasize this word honor. And I'm going to use it in a little different context today because the honor is mine. You are going to see that we're going to have 26 of the finest young people you'll ever meet. They fulfilled all their duties in terms of scholarship, leadership, character, and service. And sometimes we have like a contentious society in the United States and we worry about things. When I look at these 26 young men and young ladies, I'm optimistic about the future. I can't speak for other chapters of National Honor Society throughout the United States, but these young people, 10, 20, 30 years down the road, I like our chances. So with that said, I'd like, with some of our juniors, they're going to bestow the stoles to the following people. So when your name gets called, just step forward and they'll put the stole on for you. Also, if we could hold our applause until all 26 get recognized, that would be great. Sally Abdu. Carmen Nagari. Rabab Alibari. Dakota Allen. Shahad Alatashi. Landon Auble. Harper Cummings. Aiden Dershel. Madeline Dixon. Ellie Foley. Claire Hoover. Abby Hicks. Caden Lewis. Garrett McVicker. Hiam Mohammed. Sarah Omar. Zachariah Penrod. Madeline Persales. Evan Paratus, Kaya Richmond, Abigail Robinson, Lydia Rogers, Lennon Swick, Claudel Wishmeyer, Yasmin Zamzami, and Bentley Zuska. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, we're going to wait, hold on, we're going to try this one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you the 2025 class of NHS for Coldwater High School. One more round of applause, please. You may be seated. You are dismissed. You can go back to your seats, please. I'm also very fortunate, along with my co-advisor, Mr. Kirk, and I'd also like to thank Mrs. Hagelgans. She was gracious to come up and go to the Youth and Government conference with us this past year. She kept Mr. Kirk and myself in line, and probably mostly me, to be honest with you. But we had outstanding conference this year. We had many people win awards, recognized. What a fantastic freshman class we have. They're a bunch of go-getters. It'll be fun to work with them throughout the next few years. But we'd like to recognize the seniors in Youth and Government this year. And I'm going to ask them to stand. I'm going to say a brief thing about them, and then also we'll have our applause when all five of them get recognized, okay? So Claudel Wishmeyer, if you could stand up, please. Claudel was an active member in Youth and Government, very engaging. Was a part of the Senate this past year. He was a real player in that area, did a good job. And if you watch this, he also has the best smile in the history of the world right there. So good job, Claudel. I'd like these two next ladies to stand up at the same time, Madeline Purcell and Yasmin Zamzami. You both stand up. They were part of our mock trial team this past year, and both these young ladies, I had a chance to work with them in my government class, and I knew they had a special skill set, and that proved to be correct. And they did a great job with the mock trial team. It was very competitive, by far the most competitive aspect of Youth and Government. And Yasmin was recognized as a best witness. That's quite an award for someone who did this for the first time, and a lot of the mock trial kids come back year after year. So I think that's a real tribute to her. Evan Paratus, if you could stand up, please. Oh, he's behind me. They really like Evan. Good job. Evan was a little bit hesitant to get involved in Youth and Government. You know, he really keeps track of his time. He's a busy, busy guy. But we got it going with him, and he was part of what's called the National Issues Forum, and he did an absolute great job. And he was one of the, was it 10? 10 proposals of all the kids that were there that actually got his proposal accepted. I watched him do his presentation for it. He was absolutely fantastic, and I'm very happy that he came out and did Youth and Government this year. Evan, thank you very much. The last person I'd like to recognize is Bree Barley. In my mind, Bree Barley is the epitome of what Youth and Government should be about. She participated all her years in middle school, high school, had several leadership positions that she participated in, and this past year she was elected as a youth lieutenant governor. Now if you watch Bree operate, it was really something to behold. She was very engaging, she got out and about, and was did a good job doing the political end of it, and she was also very skilled in parliamentary procedure. So with that, they all sat down, but let's give them a round of applause. Those are the Youth and Government kids. Thank you very much.
will now recognize students who are graduating cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. Summa cum laude. Can we have Claire Hopper?
28 students are graduating cum laude with a GPA of 3.0 or 3.39. These seniors display a bronze cord. Will these seniors please stand as your name is read? Muath Abdullah, Rashid Ahmed, Shadi Ahmed, Azhar Al-Gabri, Mary Angel Alvarez Gandika, Tyler Barnes, Stephen Checo, Angel Cruz, Lucy Cunningham, Alf Florestal, Brady Gokenauer, Adam Herman, Grace Huff, Larissa Johns, Braden Lackey, Kazir Lindblom, Ava Longstreet, Raheel Nasser, Brian Ramos Garcia, Alexis Rock, Virginia Rodriguez Melendez, Keegan Schultz, Macy Stanton, Mackenzie Stewart, Imari, and Landon Watkins.
The 30 students are graduating magna cum laude with a GPA of 3.4 to 3.69. These seniors display a silver cord. Will these seniors please stand as your name is read, and please hold your applause until the end. Nua Abdulrab, Hana Ahmed, Mohsen Ahmed, Ahmed Al-Qasemi, Landon Baker, Kylie Barnett, Keenan Collins Ingerson, Owen Eby, Alana Fields, Mackenzie Fields, Jacob Garland, Claire Hauver, Tavea Hughes, Abir Khalid, McKinley Kirk, Dane Knapp, Isabella Lozada Risi, Janaya Marrero, Mallory Morick, Zach Penrod, Stephen Pfister, Vanessa Pineda Lujano, Nicole Reyes Nieto, Claire Roberts, Liliana Roscoe, Quentin Rust, Brianna Shalaba, Laura Drew Sharpley, Audrey Thornburg, and Nora Van Wagner. Congratulations, guys.
"47 students are graduating summa cum laude with a GPA of 3.7 or higher. These seniors display a gold cord. Please hold your applause until all seniors' names are read. Sali Abdu, Carmen Aguirre Garcia, Rowan Al-Ghari, Rabab Al-Gabri, Dakota Allen, Shahad Al-Tashi, Ellison Anderson, Landon Abel, Brianna Barley, Ashlyn Caswell, Caitlin Coger, Harper Cummings, Aiden Dershall, Madeline Dixon, Nicholas Downs, Harley Edwards, Drew Ennis, Aaron Figueroa Garcia, Eliana Foley, Scarlett Granados Balarama, Peyton Granger, Garrett Bruner, Abigail Hicks, Roba Hussein, Caden Lewis, Ayla McCowan, Garrett McVicker, Alexis Mobley, Ham Mohammed, Mariam Mohammed, Amar Mohammed, Alkanza Numan, Sarah Omar, Madeline Purcelles, Evan Paradis, Kaya Richmond, Abigail Robinson, Lydia Rogers, Karali Schuenhauer, Keegan Smith, Lennon Swick, Asher Van Dellen, Soraya Velquez, Claudel Wishmeyer, Yasmin Zamzami, Danielle Zimmerman, Bentley Zuska.
Dr. Hope will now introduce the senior scholars and the National Merit finalists.
20 seniors have earned the distinction of becoming senior scholars based on a scale of their SAT score and their GPA. These students all wear a Senior Scholar Medal. Please hold your applause until all senior names are read. Landon Aubel, Keegan Collins Ingerson, Harper Cummings, Nicholas Downs, Harley Edwards, Jacob Garland, Peyton Granger, Garrett Gruner, Caden Lewis, Ayla McGowan, Garrett McVicker, Alexis Mobley, Zach Penrod, Madeline Purcells, Evan Peradzes, Lydia Rogers, Keegan Smith, Lennon Swick, Soraya Velasquez, and Daniel Zimmerman, the 2025 Senior Scholars. One senior has been commended as a National Merit Finalist. Evan Peradzes, please stand.
Mrs. Wilbur will now recognize the National Art Honor Society students. Mrs. Wilbur.
Hello and welcome. I am Chelsea Wilbur and I'm the Visual Arts Education teacher here at CHS as well as the National Art Honor Society advisor. In 1987, the National Art Education Association began the NHS program to inspire, recognize students who have shown outstanding ability and interest in art. The program supports members in their effort to attain the highest standards of art scholarship, character, and service, and to bring art education to the attention of the school and its community. NAHS is a 2-year honor program that requires students to maintain a 3.5 GPA or higher in general education classes, as well as a 3.8 or higher in advanced art classes. They must participate in local outreach for 80 hours of art-based community service and compete in 6 shows throughout the program. The seniors I'm about to announce have done that and more. NAHS students receive their honors pins at the end of their junior year and their color cords when they are completing the program their senior year. These were given to them during our induction this past week. When your name is called, please stand to be recognized for all your accomplishments. Please hold your applause until all names are complete. Landon Baker, Ashlyn Caswell, Caitlin Kogler, Scarlett Michelle Granados, Garrett Gruner, Roba Hussein, Abir Khalid, Vanessa Pineda Lujano, Kaya Richmond, Claire Roberts, and Bentley Zuzka. Congratulations.
Mr. Scherer will now recognize outstanding BACC students and the National Technical Honor Society members.
Thank you. It is my honor to represent the Branch Area Career Center here today. First off, I just want to thank Coldwater Community Schools for sharing so many of these awesome seniors with us. First, I just want to recognize all of the seniors that attended the Career Center over the last 2 years. So if you just please rise for recognition. Thank you. Parents, you should be proud. That was an amazing group of students that were recognized right there that I know of, and I know the rest that didn't come to the Career Center did equally as well. So congratulations to all. At this time, I want to recognize students that received the Senior of the Year for being the most outstanding student in their program for the senior class. So again, just like we've been doing, if you could hold your applause to the end, and students, when you hear your name called, please stand. From our architecture program, Rashid Ahmed. From automotive technology, James Baker. Construction trades, Stephen Pfister. Culinary arts, Lydia Pete. Education professions, Bentley Zuzza. Engineering can-cab, Madison Schuler. Health professions, Vanessa Pineda Lujano. And medical assisting, Mallory Morit. Congratulations to our outstanding seniors. And the last group of students I'd like to recognize are our National Technical Honor Society students. These students have been selected on the following criteria. Here at Coldwater, they had to maintain a 3.0 GPA or better, and they had to be in good standing with the school. At the Career Center, they had to possess a 3.5 or better and belong to a CTSO, which is a Career and Technical Student Organization. These students will be recognized at our senior ceremony tomorrow as well with white tassel, and then they'll have purple and silver cords as well. And again, they'll be recognized that tomorrow. So today, we're just going to have you stand for recognition. And again, if you could hold your applause to the end. From our Ag program, we have Larissa Johns and Audrey Thornburg. Please stand. And from Architecture, Rowan Alakari. Business program, Grace Huff and Dane Knapp. From Clinical Rotations, Nua Adurab, Brianna Barley, Kaylee Barnett, Harley Edwards, Scarlett Granados Bellarama, Janaya Moreno, Alexis Mobley, Raheel Nasser, Vanessa Pendana Lujano, Lydia Rogers. From Construction Trades, Stephen Pfister. From Criminal Justice, Peyton Granger. From Culinary Arts, we had Caitlin Koger. From Ed Professions, we had Hana Ahmed, Rabab Alagari, Abir Khalid, Hayam Mohammed, Alakanza Newman. From Ed Professions, Bentley Zugza. Electrical Technology, Tyler Barnes. Engineering and CAD/CAM, we had Daniel Zimmerman. Health Professions Fundamentals, Sally Abdu. From Medical Assisting, Madeline Dixon, Tavea Hughes, Mallory Morick, Nora Van Wagner, and from our our Welding Engineering Technologies, Kaya Richmond. Congratulations to all of our MTHS.
Ms. Milton will now recognize those students who are in the early middle college program.
Hello, everyone. So we've had a large cohort here at Coldwater that has participated in early college, and 26 of those students will be continuing on to the 13th year. The 13th year is a paid scholarship through Coldwater High School, where students will essentially get a free year of college through Kellogg Community College. First, though, I want to recognize any student that had been involved in the early college program, even if you're ending now at 12th grade. Please stand at this time. And a round of applause for these folks. Thank you. Take a seat. Now I want to recognize the 26 seniors that will be continuing on to that 13th year. And these seniors display a blue and silver cord. So please hold your applause until all senior names are read. Nua Al-Durab, Robab Al-Garbi, Carmen Aguiar Garcia, Brianna Barley, Marielle Bratz, Stephen Shecko, Cameron Corwin, Harley Edwards, Drew Ennis, Olivia Eversole, Elena Fields, Jacob Garland, Corey Goodrum, Janaya Moreno, Hayam Mohammed, Mariam Mohammed, Quentin Rust, Corelli Schunauer, Keegan Smith, Elizabeth Torres Ojeda, Abigail Robinson, Asher Van Dellen, Nora Van Wagner, Gracelyn West, Claudel Wishmeyer, and Bentley Zuzka.
Mr. Shirk will now recognize the Senior Attendance Award.
Today, I have the privilege of recognizing two exceptional seniors who have achieved perfect attendance for all 4 years of high school. In a world full of distractions, challenges, and unexpected obstacles, showing up every single day is no small feat. It takes dedication, responsibility, and a strong work ethic. This kind of dedication speaks volumes about their character and commitment. Will Roba Hussein and Lennon Swick please stand to be recognized? We commend both of you for your consistency, reliability, and the example you've set for your classmates. Congratulations on this outstanding achievement. I would like to you can clap for him again. I would like to hand the podium over to Mrs. Hagelgans to introduce the honors of the Seal of Biliteracy.
Alrighty, first of all, let's recognize we're halfway there. Audience, seniors, you're all doing a great job. I know it was the last night, but let's keep it going. Okay, on behalf of Coldwater High School, we are very proud to recognize 18 seniors who have earned the Michigan Department of Education's Seal of Biliteracy Award. These students have demonstrated proficiency in reading, writing, speaking, and listening at an advanced level in both English and another language. The Michigan Seal of Biliteracy serves an endorsement to employers that a high school graduate enters the workforce with highly desired linguistic skills that lead to employment in our global economy. Colleges and universities in Michigan and nationwide are using the Seal of Biliteracy to recognize applicants' bilingual skills for admissions decisions, placement into language classes, and granting credit. We hope to see more Cardinals in the class of 2026 take advantage of this opportunity next year. At this time, please stand up to be recognized for your accomplishments. Muwath Abdullah, Salih Abdu, Carmen Aguirre Garcia, Rawan El Akri, Khadija El Amari, Shad El Tashi, Melanie Callejas, Valentina Chari Linares, Sabrina Kova Roja, Janaya Marrero, Hiam Mohammed, Amar Mohammed, Alkanza, I'm sorry, I tried, Numan, Sarah Omar, Vanessa Panetta Lujano, Nicole Reyes Nieto, Aisha Shabain, and Yasmin Zamzami. Congratulations, guys.
We will now recognize the Department Senior Students of the Year, starting with Mr. Mark DeMeester in the Science Department.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mark DeMeester. I teach science here at Coldwater High School. Been teaching biology here for a while. I've probably had, 30-40% of the people in the stands over there in class. Shows my age. Anyway, the recipient of our science award is an excellent student. He's taken AP Biology, Chemistry, and Physics and received a 5 on all 3 tests. That, by the way, is the highest score you can get on an AP test. 2 years ago, I had him in AP Biology, and he was an excellent student. He finished with over 100% and just outstanding in everything he did in class. I have personally been witness to his exceptional skills in math and science, and he also, I've heard through the rumors, that he is excellent in everything he does. I was not surprised when I found out that he was a National Merit finalist from our school. He also received a full ride academic scholarship to attend college, which I was also not surprised by. I also like listening to him play the guitar. There's a little band that plays in Coldwater High School. I'm giving them a little shout out, the Funkles. And I really enjoy going to listen to those guys play, and he's one of the guitarists in the band. He's not only a great student, he's really an exceptional person. And I know when he arrives at Duke, Duke is going to realize that they've received an outstanding, brilliant student to their school, and he's going to have tons and tons of success in the future. You probably already figured out who won this award because I kind of gave it away with some of the stuff I said, but it is now my honor to give the Science Student of the Year Award to Evan Paratus. Good job, Evan. Next up, to announce the English Award, Mrs. Ariel Norris.
Hello, class of 2025. Your class has been a joy to get to know and teach. English class is about learning from others and understanding the stories of other people. These stories lead to better understanding of the world and people around us. I genuinely hope that the stories we've read in class have taught you the importance of perseverance, like Odysseus, of the dangers of false accusations and lying, like Abigail Williams, of standing up against hate, like Elie Wiesel, of overcoming adversity, like Jeanette Walls. Every story has meaning and a lesson to learn. I implore you to embrace those lessons. The English department had a really difficult time choosing someone for this award. You all did so very well. However, we eventually did come to a conclusion. This young person has demonstrated the innate desire to learn and improve in both AP Lit and AP Lang. Her infectious peppiness and her charming sassiness are a joy to witness in a classroom. As a nervous junior entering my AP Lit classroom, this person quickly began to shine. Then, as a senior, she entered AP Lang a bit more confident and demonstrated her tremendous growth and desire to learn. Her quick wit, textual connections, and leadership skills in the classroom set her apart. Through countless hours of molding and honing her skills, she made great leaps in her ability to analyze text and craft various essays. From the literary analysis essay in AP Lit to the lovely rhetorical analysis essay in AP Lang, this young lady has proven herself time and time again. In the words of Frankenstein's creature, beware, for I am fearless, therefore powerful. I encourage all of you to be fearless and embrace your power. This young lady sure has. Without further ado, I'd like to present the 2025 English Department Senior Award to Dakota Allen. Now please welcome Mr. Stevens to the stage.
Hello again. I'd like to announce the Social Studies Student of the Year by just throwing a few adjectives out about this person. Intelligent, thoughtful, fun, a bit sassy, has the old head bob and the finger wave going pretty well, focused, driven, great leader, friendly, excellent communicator, and ambitious. So when we look at the person that we consider for the social studies, we like to look at holistically, not necessarily just the academic end of it, but what they also do in school. So this young lady is the secretary of NHS, was a prime leader in starting up the Culture Club, the UNICEF group. She is obviously an excellent student. She's done extremely well in the social studies area and every other class for that matter. And as I mentioned before, she was it was very, very impressive to see her come through in the mock trial with the mock trial team, and she won that award for Best Witness. And like I said, it's highly competitive, and I doubt many people get that award after doing this first year. You didn't know, she's also the last in the line of an academic dynasty here at Coldwater High School. They were all of her brothers and sisters were great students, and by my count, they either have 3 doctors or going to be doctors, and she's going to be a lawyer. She will be matriculating to the University of Michigan this fall and studying political science with the idea that she is going to become a lawyer, and I think she's going to be a great one. She calls me Zamzami. I call her Stevens. On behalf of the Social Studies Department of DeBow, Kiss, McConnell, Spray, Kirk, and more, I'd like to announce our choice for the Social Studies Student of the Year, Yazim Zamzami. You want a certificate? Actually, they're right here. I think. Yep. It's supposed to be here. Congratulations, Yasmin. And I'd like to announce the math award is going to be given out by Mr. Ryan Sheets.
Hello, class of 2025. Congratulations. I am Ryan Sheets, and I'm here to present the Mathematics Outstanding Student, Senior Student of the Year Award. Our criteria for this award consists of GPA, courses taken, originality and creativity, AP scores, and even SAT scores. One of you managed to stand out from your peers in every single category. This young man is not only a naturally gifted mathematician, he challenges himself to succeed at the highest of levels. He has earned a 5 on his AP Calculus exam, and soon will be taking his AP Calculus BC exam, which I'm willing to bet he will also get a 5 on. He has a curiosity for mathematics and physics that is unmatched by his peers. Consequently, he'll be off to Duke University to pursue a degree in mathematics or perhaps physics. But I want to take a moment and share with you who he is as an individual. Evan Paradis studied hard to earn these scores in these exams, and he learned the nuances and the details of these tests. He chose to take his own time and volunteer during focus hour and before and after school to help the junior class achieve higher SAT scores. No one asked him to do this. No one encouraged him to do this. He took this all on his own to share his talents with the rest of you. It is this innate kindness, this wisdom to help someone greater than yourself that creates a balance between his genius and his humanity. Evan Paradis, I am honored to offer you the Senior Mathematics Award, but I'm more honored to be friends with somebody of such character and talent as you. Congratulations. Well done. No problem. Sorry, I'm back. I would like to request Miss Sarah Davis come on up now.
First of all, I want to say that it's been a great joy of mine to teach so many of you Spanish. There are so many students in this class that I will truly miss, and for me, you are a very, very special class. However, there is one student in your class that has an enthusiasm for learning that has really impressed me. This student has a passion for knowledge and often goes above and beyond the requirements of the course just to learn. The student taught himself German just for fun and has successfully completed all 4 years of Spanish at CHS. He excels at every challenge, and I am so proud to award Evan Paradis with the Senior Spanish Award. Next up, we have Mrs. Halgogans with the ELL Award.
On behalf of Mrs. Spoiler and Mrs. Heaton, I have the honor and privilege of presenting the ML Department Award today. There were 3 students who came to mind as potential recipients for this award. Ms. Spoiler and Mrs. Heaton have spent the last few months going back and forth between those 3 names to determine today's recipient, which is a testament to how truly amazing this group of senior multilingual students is. They wanted me to assure you that many of you have the leadership qualities, the spirit of advocacy, and the work ethic to earn this award. However, they were only allowed to select 1 student. Without further ado, the recipient of the Multilingual Department Award will be given to a student who has shown tremendous growth in their English language arts skills, earned the Seal of Biliteracy Award, served as a translator for various Coldwater Community School events, worked extremely hard to earn a 3.9 GPA as a multilingual learner, is an ambassador for new students, making them feel welcome and comfortable in a new school, and above all, the thing that set her apart, she is someone who is genuinely kind and humble. I would like to recognize Rawan Elacree as the student who will be receiving the Multilingual Department Award this year. And now we will bring Mrs. Katie Jewell to the stage for the Performing Arts Award.
Good afternoon. My name is Katie Jewell, and it is my honor to represent my colleagues in the music department and talk to you a little bit about the experience of the performing arts here at Coldwater and to recognize our seniors. Music is used in so many aspects of life, you can't even count them all. You use it to celebrate the good times, to mourn the sad times, to help you get pumped up. And then you have the people who take that extra step to learn how to perform those things. And some of these students I've known since they were 10 years old, and it's been my honor to watch them grow and learn as musicians and people. And they are there to celebrate the good times at Coldwater High School, whether it's singing the national anthem and inspiring pride in our country, or entertaining at halftime, or entertaining at our concerts, or getting the basketball team pepped up at basketball games. So we have a unique situation here where our spring concerts are next week, so I'm not going to be giving out any awards today, but I would like to please recognize the band, choir, and color guard seniors. Would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you so much for your time, talent, and dedication to the music department. We appreciate you. At this time, I would like to introduce Mrs. Chelsea Wilbur, my colleague in the art department.
Hello again. The Art Department Award is proudly presented to a student who consistently goes above and beyond in creativity, dedication, kindness, inclusion, and a passion for the arts. This award goes to an individual who has taken 8 art classes at CHS, has completed 258 hours of art-based community service in 2 years, has been the National Art Honor Society Vice President and President. She will also be continuing her education and completing the 13th year program and will graduate with an associate's in fine arts. She will then transfer to Central Michigan University, where she will be majoring in art history and minoring in museum studies and secondary education. Please congratulate Bentley Zuska.
Mr. Farmer will now recognize our senior student athlete and announce the John Vance Award winner.
Hello everyone, my name is Todd Farmer and I'm the Director of Athletics here at Coldwater Schools. And before I announce the awards for our student athletes, I want to congratulate the class of 2025 and their parents and truly wish you the best in your future endeavors. First, I'd like to honor the seniors that have earned at least one varsity letter during their high school career. In your programs, you will note the names of these seniors. This year we have 69 seniors that have earned a varsity letter. At this time, if you have earned a varsity letter, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. Varsity letter winners, your plaques are behind the stage for you to take after the ceremony. Every year, the Interstate 8 Athletic Conference selects the top 10 scholar athletes. These are the top 10 seniors that have the highest ranking GPA in their graduating class while earning 2 varsity letters their senior year. This group was honored last week where they received their award. Senior scholar athletes, after you hear your name, please stand to be recognized. If you could hold your applause until all 10 are standing, that would be wonderful. The I-8 scholar athletes for the graduating class of 2025 are Ellison Anderson, Landon Aubel, Brianna Barley, Eliana Foley, Claire Halver, Caden Lewis, Ayla McGowan, Garrett McVicker, Lennon Swick, and Claudel Wishmeyer. Congratulations. And now for the John Vance Award. John Vance was a 1975 graduate of Coldwater High School. As a student at CHS, he was involved in the newly formed commission, which is now our student council, the yearbook staff, the C Club, and played varsity football and baseball. As a senior, he was also selected by the student body as the homecoming king. He went to the College of the University of Michigan, where he played on the reserve baseball team in 1976. John represented the highest standards of character, leadership, and achievement to which all students should aspire. He was not just an athlete, nor a student leader. He was all of these. On May 25th, 1982, John lost his year-long battle with cancer. In memory of John Vance, and in an effort to recognize the graduating senior who best represents the high standards John exemplified, the John Vance Award was established in 1982. Every year, the faculty and staff select one senior to receive this honor, and his or her name is added to a plaque that is on display in the gym lobby. In memory of John Vance, the faculty and staff at Coldwater High School honor Eliana Foley, who represents the standards that John exemplified.
At this time, I would like to congratulate and honor 3 teachers who are now retiring from Coldwater High School. First, with 33 years of dedicated service to the students at Coldwater High School, Mr. Jeff Skorfar. With 29 years in education and 24 years at Coldwater High School, Ms. Jennifer Milligan. And with 28 years in education and 4 years at Coldwater High School, Ms. Denise Parcells.
Today, as the class of 2025, we stand at the end of our high school career. This has been the craziest, most stressful, sometimes hilarious, but always unforgettable journey. We've put in our time. Late night dance practices for homecoming, early morning gas station and Big B runs, and even later night Taco Bell trips. And now, it's your turn, class of 2026. We have a challenge for you. We challenge you to be louder, not just in volume, though I have high expectations for the Bird Squad for next year, but to be louder in spirit. Make your presence known, cheer each other on, build each other up. Let your pride for your class and your school be known. We challenge you to lead, not by your titles, but with your actions. Be the ones people look to when things get tough. Be the reason someone smiles. We challenge you to leave it better, whatever it is. A classroom, a club, a team, a tradition. Make your senior year not just something you remember, but something other classes will look forward to. We challenge you to be bold. Apply for the thing. Audition for the part. Ask the question. Say what you believe in. Try something new, even if it's scary. And finally, we challenge you to enjoy it. Don't count the days. Make the days count. Take a breath every now and then. Soak it in and know that this, right now, is your time. We're excited for what you do. You got this. Now go show us how it's done. I'd like to introduce the class of 2026 President Jackson Riley. Today, we take part in a tradition that goes beyond decoration. It's about legacy. The passing of the cane is more than a handing off of a symbol. It's about entrusting the future of our school's spirit, leadership, and pride to the class that follows us. This cane, decorated by each graduating class before us, carries the weight of memories, milestones, and moments of growth. It represents the responsibility to lead with integrity, to serve with heart, and to push for excellence, not just in academics, but in character, in community, and in commitment. To the incoming senior class president, as I pass you this cane, I challenge you to carry it with honor. Let it remind you that leadership isn't about being the loudest voice, but the one that listens, encourages, and inspires. You now step into a role that has the power to shape your class's final year and to leave a legacy of your own. Lead well, dream big, and keep the tradition alive. Congratulations and welcome to your year.
Hello everybody, how are we doing today? For those of you that don't know, my name's Jackson Riley. I am the class president of the class of 2026 here at CHS, and I just want to take a moment to congratulate the class of 2025 on their upcoming graduation, and thank you for the leadership you've provided us throughout the years. I gladly accept this cane and the tradition that it represents as a bond between you and the future classes of Coldwater High School. As the class of 2025's time here at CHS comes to a close, we represent the end of one chapter and the beginning of another through the changing of the numbers. I just want to say, if I know one thing about my class, it's that we're going to be up to the challenge and we're going to reach that bar that the class of 2025 set for us. I'm blessed to be a part of a great group of individuals, and every day they remind me how great they really are through their actions and, the things that they do within our school. So I just want to thank them too. We're going to be up for the challenge, and go Cards!
Thank you all for attending the 2025 Coldwater High School Senior Convocation. At this time, we would like to thank all of our teachers who have helped us with this incredible journey from our 9th grade year into today. We could not have done it without your guidance, support, and encouragement. Thank you.
back to 7th hour, I think. Seniors going to the cafeteria. We're going to have a little time left, so. Amazed we got through it this quickly.
I told you, 3 minutes.
There were others that didn't, but whatever. What time is it?
It's only 15, so.
I could shave another 10 minutes off of that.